Frederick Free was the little boy's name. An animal lover was he. Ask him if animals belong in a zoo. He's sure to disagree. Locked behind bars, the sad look on their faces, these animals belong in different places, where they can run, hunt, skip and play. The zoo is not the place to stay. An animal's place is not in the zoo. How would you feel if they did that to you? Well, Frederick also knew a few tricks. Or did he have magical powers? He understood everything animals said, and he'd chat with them for hours and hours. Frederick visited once every week. His animal friends are those he would seek. With a giggle, a chatter, a squabble, a shriek, he loved a good chinwag in animal speak. Frederick hears Mojo the monkey complain. Man, these trees, they drive me insane. It's the same old branches again and again. I'm losing my soul, I'm losing my swing. Back in the rainforest, I did my own thing. Leave it to me, said Frederick Free. I'll be back soon and I'll have the key. With a twist and a turn and a ziggity-pee, we'll run for our lives and I'll set you free. That sounds so cool. Now I can chill. To be back in the rainforest gives me the best thrill. Freddie moved swiftly to Lilly the lion. He knew he had no time to waste. His fantabulous plan was coming to life. There was an urgency in his pace. Freddie, I'm tired. I'm not a clown. The roaring of children is bringing me down. I need to be back in the African plains, feel the sun on my back and hunt my own prey. Leave it to me, said Frederick Free. I'll be back soon and I'll have the key. With a twist and a turn and a ziggity-pee, we'll run for our lives, I'll set you free. Roar, agreed Lilly. This surely can't fail, as she flashed her sharp teeth and gave a whip of her tail. And on to the next cage Freddie now ran, as he started to hatch his devious plan. When all is quiet, when all is still, the keys from the zookeeper he would steal. He found Harry the hippo, all sad and mellow. This waterhole's not deep enough to wallow. And where is the mud gone? This just won't do. I need to slip, slide and glide and belly flop too. Leave it to me, said Frederick Free. I'll be back soon and I'll have the key. With a twist and a turn and a ziggity-pee, we'll run for our lives. I'll set you free. I'll be right behind you. No place I'd rather be than home in mud heaven, cried Harry with glee. There was just one more problem in Freddie's cool plan. The keys, they were guarded by Growler and Stan. Menacing, fierce, hungry and mean, the most cantankerous dogs you ever did see. But they had a huge weak spot of which Freddie knew. They just could not resist a hot, meaty stew. I've got an idea. I'll cook them a dish. I'll cook them a meal of their dreams. And while they are busy slurping away, I'll sneak in and snatch the key. He put on his pinny, he took out the pots and cooked a huge stew, all meaty and hot. And at the crack of dawn, all went to plan. Head deep in stew were Growler and Stan. And victorious stood Frederick, keys in his hand. This is one step closer to their motherland. With no time to lose, he made his way round, and with one turn of the key, freedom was found. And soon a line of creatures, big and small, followed Frederick to his next port of call. A nearby balloon show helped Freddie decide that their only way out was to hitch a ride. A kind man offered, "Take my balloon." "You're a star," said Freddie. "You'll have it back soon." With everyone on board, excitement was high. They lifted off quickly as the sun filled the sky. Through clouds of orange, purple and blue, a new horizon popped into view. Smiles of joy and miles of laughter. Had they finally reached their happy ever after? Suddenly, The balloon started plummeting down. If this carried on, they would soon hit the ground. "What shall we do now? We're in big trouble," cried Freddie. "We have too many animals and we're far too heavy." Freddie's cry of despair was luckily heard by a flock of south-heading migrating birds. The leader soon gathered all of his troops, and in one quick manoeuvre, they held on to the loops. "Let's carry them home to where they belong. If we work as a team, we can be strong." With a hold of the strings, they carried on through, passing seas of green and yonder blue, to their final destination, with space all around, with a bump and a thump, landing all safe and sound. They thanked the birds as they took to the sky. The land was now theirs to occupy. "Freddie's our hero!" They held him up high, and after many hugs, they said their goodbyes. "I must now return to where I belong. My mum will be wondering where I have gone." And here the story ends, and a thought or two. Do you think the animals belonged in the zoo? And as for the zookeeper and his 2 dogs, they were left wondering what on earth had gone on. And Freddie, well, he's on his very next mission, to rid the environment of carbon emissions.